From Cloudy Bay to Malibu. This version is not the Oxymoron album version. This is the live solo acoustic version from Nik's website. I will link that below. Also, full chord chart and everything also in the link below. So let's check this out. Okay, so we're in E major. E, B, E, A, E, A, E. And simple kind of a finger picking thing, but it's real simple. So that's the intro. And that brings us into the verse. All right, here we go. Somewhere here. Here we go, I think here.
He can't believe that she's gone. Cannot believe that she's gone. She didn't stop to write an epitaph, or even think to leave a photograph. A photograph. He stumbles out.
All right, so we have, let me turn the volume down a little here. So we're really straight up in E major in this one. So she is gone. That's an E, a quick B5. So you're just playing, there's no third in that. Gone, C sharp minor. Stay on that for 2 bars. Is gone. And you go back, and I believe that she is gone. And then you have a G sharp, walk that down to an F sharp minor. So there, F sharp minor, didn't stop to write an epitaph. That's a B major. You're not playing the high F sharp in that B. And then down to G sharp minor. So that sounds harder than it is. So out of that B, B, A, G sharp. All right. You didn't stop to write an epitaph, or didn't think to leave a photograph. That is G sharp minor to C sharp minor. A photograph, and that's a weird chord. So the second time he says photograph, you pull the root of that C sharp down to an A. So you have an A over C sharp minor, which is a really weird chord. You could also think of this as a A7, an A7, yeah. He used this chord also in Die Laughing. If you haven't seen the video I did for that, that's one of my favorite videos I've done, one of his best songs. So yeah, we'll just call that an A7. Leave a photograph, and then a B back to an E, okay? So let's do that one more time. I didn't do it very clean the first time, so let's repeat this. Oops.
He can't believe that she's gone.
Oops.
Cannot believe that she's gone. She didn't stop to write an epitaph, or even think to leave a photograph. A photograph. He stumbles out into the night. cannot find her anywhere. Stops at a bar to drown his sorrows there. Oh yeah, he'll go on.
Okay, I made a little mistake at the end, but it's no problem. So the second part of the verse is the same as the first. So you go all the way through, and then when you get to the part where he says, won't let her go without a fight. Find her anywhere. Steps to a bar to drown his sorrows there. Oh yeah. So at the end of the verse, he has that G sharp minor. Then he makes it a major, G sharp major, and then ends it on a 7. Stops at a bar to drown his sorrows there. Oh yeah. Stops at a bar to drown his sorrows there. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's listen to the end of that again.
Out of fight, he looks but cannot find her anywhere. Stops at a bar to drown his sorrows there. Oh yeah, he'll go on.
Okay, so very, very cool. G sharp minor, G sharp major, G sharp 7. And that leads us into a chorus. And this one's kind of interesting.
He'll go all around the world, all around the houses too, from Cloudy Bay to Malibu, and all because the girl sent him all around the world.
Okay, so the chorus leads back into the intro, which I played also. So in the chorus we have... So there we have an A bass over everything. So A, B over A, and you can call that again, that's the same chord as before, A7 or C sharp over A. Any of those analyses would be fine. So all around the world. So on that houses, what does he say there? All around the houses, 2 on 2 goes to E. From Cloudy Bay, Malibu. That's just B to C sharp minor. Malibu, and home comes a girl. That chord is F sharp major, but you lift your fingers off and play the open 2 notes on the bottom, which makes it a 7 add 4. So the 7 is the E, that's the 7th note of the F sharp major scale, and then the B is the 4th. So because you have a 3rd in there, that B flat is the 3rd. The add, it's called an add 4 chord. Some people would call that an F sharp 7 add 11. That's also fine. Oh, because a girl all around the world. So out of that F sharp chord, you hit. He's very clever with those little walk-ups. Oh, because the girl all around the world. So A around the world to E, and then into the intro again. And that brings us into the second verse, which is exactly the same as the first verse. Okay, guys, so do we really need to do this? It's exactly the same, right? There's no change. Second chorus is exactly the same. After the second chorus, he does another intro reprise, which brings us into a bridge, which is slightly changed from the verse. And then, as he does a lot, one of his little songwriting tricks is that he'll come out of the bridge and do a half verse, and it'll usually almost always be the second half of the verse that he leads into. So I'm going to scoot forward. We're at 1 minute 40. God, I'm so blind. 1 minute 41 here. We'll scoot forward a bit. All right. So this is the end of the second chorus. Back to the intro.
I think you've had enough, my friend. I think we'd better call it in. I think it could be time to go. I'm calling you a taxi home. They say the air is pale in India. Maybe you'll stop off on the way to
Okay, so the bridge is very similar to the intro. So you play that intro, and then the A. I think you've had enough, my friend. Just E, B, E. Better calling in. That's A, E, A. I think it'd be time to go. E, B, E. I'm calling you a taxi home. A, E, A. And then on that A, they say the ale is pale in India. Na, 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 na. So what he does is he plays the last half of the verse out of that bridge. So off the A, they say the ale is F sharp pale in India. B. Na, 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 na. Oh, yeah. Then again, the ends with the G sharp major, or G sharp minor, G sharp major, G sharp 7. And that brings us back into another chorus. So very clever, very simple. So scoot forward.
Because the girl seeing him all around the world.
Stays on the E, B. So out of the last chorus, cause a girl I'm all around the world. Stays on that E, 2 bars, B, and then ends it on that E. Awesome song. So that's another one in the books. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me a shout if you have any questions.